Alright.
Yay!
Okay.
Hey, beer.
Beer!
Yay!
Cheers!
Cheers!
Okay, welcome to
Cheers.
PixelJunk Radio, episode 17. I'm Ariel Angelotti, and with me are Dylan Cuthbert.
What? Oh, sorry.
Mid-drink.
Yeah, sorry, I was gulping.
Gulp, it was a gulp.
Right.
Jamin Kessler.
Yes.
Call me King of the Universe.
From now on, I'll call you King of the Universe.
Okay, thank you, Jamin. Thank you, Jamin. And Duncan Flatt.
Hey, it's good to be back.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
gone from last episode.
I was,
We had a hoot. I would say.
You had a
I think-
super special guest.
Who
Didn't you?
Yeah, I think you're actually the sort of like, what's the word, where the alternate personality of Garnet Lee, because
I
you're
just do a
always here
different
when he's not
voice.
here.
Yeah.
I'm like the Bates
He's not
Motel.
No, you are Garnet Lee,
I am my
think.
mum.
Exactly, yeah.
I can't do an accent. I'm not an American accent. Actually, this is his real accent.
Yeah, that's
American.
you're the real Garnet
Yeah,
Lee.
that's right.
Actually, do an American accent. I want to hear
I would like to hear it because you, Laurie, can do it. Why
Hugh Laurie, well, Hugh Laurie can,
Hugh
yeah,
Laurie's
he
very
can
good.
actually, he can do it very
Can
good.
you do it?
Okay, let me think of, give me a sentence to say and I will Americanize it.
Yeah.
Call me Mr. Fucking McAwesome.
Yeah.
Call me Mr. Fucking McAwesome.
Oh wow, that's great. No, Aaron, you do British.
Oh yeah, do a British one.
Go, you got to say a sentence.
I would like
If you don't, I'll say it. Either one.
cup of tea, please. 2 lumps, no sugar. 2 lumps, no milk.
A cup of tea, please. 2 lumps, no sugar.
No, only the last word. Only the last
Can
word.
you do an American? Sorry, can you do an American accent?
American accent in American.
Okay.
Just say, I don't know, say it's never lupus.
It's never lupus.
Right, Jamie, we're gonna have your British. Right?
You gotta
So let's say,
you gotta try it. You can't put on that stupid Australian one you always do.
It's not Australian, it's British.
It's not. It's Australian.
Like, God save the Queen. Like,
Well, that's not too bad. It's like kind of East London.
it's all right. It's, yeah,
But that's kind of getting Australian at that point.
okay.
hey mate, let's go for a Britney Spears.
No.
Say,
No.
oh, look at that. That's rather splendid.
Oh, look at that. That's rather splendid.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
You sound like my teachers or
So
something.
you need to just say it like Elmo. Or well, not Elmo, but
I don't think Elmo's British.
no.
Or he might be in
I don't
English.
think Elmo can speak. Can he?
Elmo
maybe he can.
is.
Yeah, Elmo can.
There's a movie out about it. Have you seen the trailer for the Elmo movie?
No.
It's
Are you
awesome. It's
serious?
this guy, and he was. Well, I won't spoil it, but go and Google the trailer for the Elmo movie.
The porn one, or?
No.
No, the
actual-
real Elmo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
the real. The guy that does the movements and stuff. He's Elmo.
Oh,
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so this is another exciting episode of PixelJunk Radio.
It's exciting.
Yes, it's super exciting.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
We have.
And you just can't hide it?
Tumulescent.
Are you about to lose control and you think you like it?
It's just a canoe in his
love
pocket.
that song.
Yeah, that's right. My veiny bang stick is firm. So now that I'm excited, Ariel, what are we going to do?
I was way too excited by
Where am I gonna put it?
Jamin's reference to that song, but I heard, there was like a gap in that conversation that I totally missed, and then all I heard was veiny.
Veiny bang stick.
Bang stick.
Veiny bang stick.
And I will have to go back and listen to that again to hear what really happened.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been an explosion.
Even our episodes have
words.
replay value.
They certainly do. You have to listen twice.
Yeah.
Remember that, folks. Children at home,
Yes.
listen to our
Right.
podcast
Yes.
twice.
So aside from the regular edition of Duncan Disorderly, we will have the PixelJunk sampler. Or not sampler, we wanted to call
No,
it
we had several names, didn't we?
Okay,
So-
the PixelJunk Platter, which I like.
Sampler. I think Platter because it's PP.
Yeah,
PixelJunk
Yeah.
Platter.
alliteration. I like that. Do you want to make it the PixelJunk Platter?
I don't know what that word is.
Platter?
No, the one you said before.
Sampler.
Sampler.
No, something else.
Sampler.
Obliteration?
Alliteration.
Yeah, what,
Alliteration.
what does that mean?
That's when you have...
It's an alliteration of
Like to throw shit on the ground?
No,
Like,
the first sounds of like 2 consecutive words have the same sound. No, so in this case it would be P and P. PixelJunk Platter.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yes,
Yeah.
I
Because
also like...
Ariel comes up with these weird words sometimes. She sent a word in this mail the other day, and I had to look it up, and it was some like South American black slang from 1930s.
It was copacetic.
I've never heard of the word.
Aesthetic.
Never heard of the word before.
Never heard
I've
of
never
that.
heard of
Never, I don't
copacetic.
even know
Isn't
what
that
it
like at the
I don't-
Copa?
Never heard of
weird.
it.
It sounds like a
I think it's
medical
a Texas.
procedure,
I think it's
is
a
it?
Texas thing.
No, it's not. No, because I learned it when I was in California.
Yeah, but I looked it.
Might be
I looked it up on the.
No.
I looked it up on the web,
Yeah.
and it says slang South of America,
Huh.
sort of used in sort of the old sort of black.
It's used
neighborhood.
interchangeably with the word cool. Yeah.
Oh,
so like,
okay.
is everything copacetic?
Is that like a Valley Girl thing?
No, I don't think so. I think I saw it in a
Let's
movie.
find out.
What
do you think?
I think I saw it in a teen movie when I was.
Oh
like
shit!
10.
Try that stuff on City. Can you tell it to? Can you say I don't
Define
know,
copacetic.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
what the fuck?
What is the etymology of
I've never heard it.
copacetic?
I was reading about
What
it.
is the definition of the word copacetic? I wonder if we could do dictionary entries. I probably said something wrong.
I found this for you.
Oh, it found it. Copacetic definition: completely satisfactory.
Yeah.
It won't read it for me, but it basically
yeah.
Siri told me
can't,
the
like,
definition is
like
completely
us, you can't.
satisfactory.
But if you look it up on dictionary.com, it says it's slang from the south,
Right,
from
yeah.
deep south of
Hey,
America.
and it means good.
Yeah.
No, completely
Completely
satisfactory.
Completely satisfactory.
That's like awesomely acceptable.
It has no roots though. It's like a word with no roots, like
Yeah.
totally invented. It's interesting though.
Yeah, I think I got it from a teen movie.
Okay.
I forget what that was.
Love teens.
Teens. Okay.
Yeah. What?
A phobophile.
Teens in movies.
I know what that word means.
And we have an exciting exclusive interview with HFB. High Frequency Bandwidth will be returning for an interview about SideScroller. Because
Right.
this is going to be the SideScroller-cast.
Have you actually recorded that yet?
No, not yet. No, Alex is actually sick right now. Alex
really?
Paterson, I mean,
Oh, that's a
HFB.
shame.
Yeah, he got the flu, so yeah, let's hope he gets better so he can
Yeah,
record
what a
that
shame.
soon.
Yeah.
Pretty cold in England.
Yeah, I bet.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God, it's only October. Well, it's actually cool down here in Kyoto. Thank God.
It's pretty hot today though.
Yes.
Yeah.
During the day, yeah.
A bit cold at night.
It gets nice at night.
Okay, let's stop talking about
Nice
that.
and sunny. Nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the weather.
Lovely day. Yeah. Very nice.
Weather
I can check the weather if you want.
Do that shit.
Yeah, let's put City down.
Sweet.
Am I going to need a jacket tonight?
No way.
See, he's nodding satisfactory.
Right.
Right.
I can't look 4 places
It worked before. I know what I did wrong this time.
Go on, try it again.
Okay, one more time. Am I going to need a jacket today? Maybe it's the tonight that threw it off.
Sorry, I can't look 4 places.
What is that?
Wow.
Every time Jamie speaks to the
going to
phone,
be
he looks at us
cold
and then nods and grins, as though he's really happy. It's
Okay,
so like self-congratulatory. Like,
Is it going to be cold tonight? Maybe.
Yeah. Thumbs up.
Yeah,
Duncan gives a
I don't
thumbs
know.
up.
You know what? I don't even, I don't even know how to use this. Screw this. We'll do this
Steve
later.
Jobs is
We'll do it
crap.
later.
Yeah.
So sorry, I shouldn't say that. Man. He's a bit close to the bone.
Wow, man.
Yeah, let's not.
Little soon.
It's too soon.
Little soon.
I
Too
think it's
soon.
too soon.
No, I mean, but just because he popped his clogs doesn't mean you can't say he's crap. Because I mean, I said he's crap before he popped his clogs.
Well, that is true. You said it before it was uncool.
Well,
Why
but
did it become uncool?
you can tell her to call you funny things.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Do that. Let's do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were going to save this for later.
Are we?
I don't know. Doesn't matter
Okay.
to me.
We'll break it
some
out now.
sort
We're
of-
talking about
Bust
it.
it out
Is that
now.
some
Yeah.
company marriage thing?
Siri on the brain.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Right.
But what should we?
Am I going to need an umbrella today?
No.
that one.
No.
She's gonna be like, man up, you pussy. It's fucking October.
What's an umbrella?
Doesn't look like it's going to rain today.
Okay.
Ah,
See, that one shouldn't
Thank
have
you.
been.
It only took 4 tries.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
just,
if you're in a rush, I mean,
I
that's
don't know,
fine.
what am I doing wrong, man? It was working like a half an hour ago.
Tell
Tell
I have a hard
her-
time performing under pressure.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Are you not going to set it to British English?
What should I ask her?
You have to
Tell her
set,
to
set it
call-
to British
No,
English.
no,
You can do
in
this
American.
American accent. He's
Oh, you
Yeah, I'm not doing it in an American accent. What should I say?
You do the
What should I ask?
open the pod bay doors.
Call me Mr. Fucking Gossam.
All right. Call me Mr. Fucking Awesome.
Oh God!
It worked.
I'll call you Mr. Fucking Awesome.
Wow, that worked really, really well.
My American accent's better than yours. I bet if I ask her if I need an umbrella, she'll answer me.
Huh?
There's a piece of software.
Do you hear the body dump one yet?
It's the what?
Watch this.
Alright.
I need to hide a body.
What kind of place are you looking for?
So-
Not boundaries, mines, dumps, reservoirs, or swamps.
So you can say open the pod bay
the pod bay.
doors, Hal.
Open the pod bay doors.
We intelligent agents will never live that down. Apparently.
Actually, one time I did it, and she was like, "I'm sorry, I can't." Well, I don't want to ruin the surprise.
Yeah.
but I'm sorry.
There's a couple of variants.
There's a couple of really
Oh,
funny
it's the
ones.
story for Japanese people picking up an iPhone 4S now. So Japanese people basically speak in English to these things.
They try.
Oh, yeah, and it just doesn't work.
No.
I just saw it in the office like 2 hours ago.
Please, looking for dinner place. Where?
I let my Japanese teacher try it.
Yeah.
No es bueno, as they say in Mexican. No good.
No es bueno.
That wasn't meant to be racist. That's actually what some people actually say.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
But
in Japanese.
the actually really shitty thing is, it uses Google Maps to get location data.
Okay.
And Google Maps obviously can access shit in Japan.
Yeah.
However, Siri cannot access things in Japan on the map. So I could be like, Siri, where am I now? Or it's like, and then it'll just say, oh, I can't access Japanese maps.
Oh,
it's
Really?
It's
Is
kind
that
of
some sort of like license? Probably?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Let's
It's
try
really-
that. How do you speak into it again?
just hold the button in for a few seconds till it beeps.
Alright. Okay. Where am I now? It's thinking.
What
Get in
the-
your current location.
So watch this.
It's doing it. It's doing it. Moving it. Let's see.
Sorry, I can't provide maps and directions in
That's
Japan.
crap, isn't it?
It's complete crap. But they're going to fix it in 2012.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sometime before
sometime.
2013, they're coming
okay.
out with Japanese version.
That's unfortunate.
Where's a good place to visit in America?
I found a number of places in District of Columbia, U.S.
Why in District of Columbia? Well,
Because everyone wants to go to DC.
Everyone
such
wants
a
to
great
go
town.
there. That's kind of strange.
That is kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah. Actually,
Oh.
Siri can help you find a prostitute too. I saw on the internet.
I'm sure.
What happens at the end of Breaking Bad?
Don't do
no.
that.
I want to see if it has a spoiler. Oh, it didn't. Oh, it's. Oh. What happens at the end of Breaking Bad?
I don't understand. What happens in the end of Breaking Bad at all? Hello, but I was.
Is it Aspada, but I was? What? What?
That made no sense.
What happens in the end of Breaking Bad at all? Hello, hello, is it Aspada, but I was? What?
Okay, now.
Let's try that again.
Oh, I just shot Nihonshu out of my nose.
What happens at the end of Breaking Bad?
I don't know what you mean by. What happens at the end of Breaking Bad?
Oh, maybe I say TV show. Oh, wait a minute, let's try that. What
This is
happens?
not good.
Oh, wait a minute. If you speak up to me, it doesn't work.
Crosstalk.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wait.
This is the first thing
try.
you've had your hands on.
Understand.
Wait a minute, let me.
What happened?
Here we go. Wait. What happens at the end of the television series Breaking Bad?
Sorry, I can't look for places in Japan.
let me try one.
No, okay.
I just want to try one thing.
I think we beat that horse dead. It is
Oh,
I just want to
their
actually
flies
understand the show.
collecting. Okay.
Oh, go on then,
The
go on
last one. Who stars in the TV show Breaking Bad?
Let me think. I found this for you.
Apparently, Walter White, Jesse Dupree, Skylar White. Oh no, that's
they're
the
the
characters. My bad.
yeah.
Bryan Cranston, Aaron Paul, Anna Gunn, Dean
There you
Norris.
go.
Yeah. Okay. So it just.
Okay.
You have to
It's a
phrase
great TV series.
it. Yeah.
No one's watching it.
I started watching it.
It's really good. They had the finale of the fourth.
You said it very fancy. Finale.
Finale.
Hey, it's a
The
finale.
finale.
Hey.
This is probably a spoiler.
What'd you say,
for me, but
finale?
I started the. Yeah, I watched a few like you, but I didn't. This guy's got cancer, right? So if you're already at 4th series, this is a slow cancer because when he was diagnosed.
Well, you
with
should
it-
watch it. Yeah,
Oh,
keep
right, I
watching.
need to
Just keep
watch
watching.
it. Okay.
Yeah. Right
No
from
spoilers.
all the way through, it's really good. Especially the end of the previous season. It's really
I never got anything after.
There's
The
another
Wire.
season as well. So.
I watched The Wire and that set the bar so high, and I haven't found anything since that.
Breaking Bad is
scratches
better.
that itch.
It's
Yeah,
better. Yeah.
All right, I'll check
Better
it out.
than-
It has like a very sort of. Well, it has a more of a dark humour to it, which I like. So it feels like a sort of more like a black comedy, which is I prefer that kind of drama, not that sort of the. Oh, sometimes I like a serious one as well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but it has it's a different genre.
Yeah.
To The Wire. So. But it's really well done. It feels the cinematography is really good.
And it has actually ties to the X-Files.
It does, yeah.
I find out about that. Vince Gilligan, who's the creator as well.
Oh yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Is the main guy. The script writer.
Yeah, no, he's the script writer of Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay.
So when I found that out, I was like, I saw his name on like the wiki page when I was reading up about it because everyone was talking about it, and I was like, what? Vince? I know him from the X-Files because I was such a huge X-Files fan.
I used to love the X-Files, but I lost it. I lost the polish for me a little bit in the end.
It sucked.
Just because
after season 5.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
disaster.
Mulder's always right. That's the thing for me. He was always right, and she was always wrong.
Well, but then later on they started doing the thing where she was the believer, and then Mulder went off and got abducted and got. It was so stupid.
It was a bit weird.
It was sad.
But it's not cheesy like the X-Files. Breaking Bad. It's just really well done. Really, really well done.
I made this.
Well, so SideScroller is out. In the US and Europe. Yeah, SideScroller.
Woo! It's out. It's out.
Thankfully.
Go buy it.
SideScroller's coming out party.
Yeah, hop on the PSN.
It is so fucking awesome.
Mick awesome.
Yeah.
It really is. It's McAwesome.
Fucking Mick awesome.
I'm looking forward to editing this episode.
Yes.
Dylan.
Sorry.
So I have a question for you. Now, a lot of these listeners have probably downloaded SideScroller already. They're probably SideScroller. This is
the subject of the
Let's download his SideScroller. Sorry. It was a bit shite, so sorry about that.
SideScroller. And I bet people are wondering what Suisse Ginga Corporation is.
So are we.
Yeah. So we should actually talk about how Suisse Ginga.
Like why there is a different company name on the title screen, you mean?
Yeah, at the bottom it says
Ginga,
copyright.
right? Not Ginger, that's probably want to say, right?
Ginga,
yeah. Ginga means galaxy in Japanese. So how that came about was actually during when we were writing the sort of questions and creating the world concept for our Survivor Files videos back in the Shooter 2 days. The third video, who starred the director of the PixelJunk series, Tominaga-san, he... Tommy-san. He was sort of playing this like uber paranoid character.
You should watch the video. He was the uber paranoid character. We caught it on film.
And the original idea was that Suisse Ginga was the corporation that was like coming after him and hunting him down. It never ended up in the actual video.
He was like that guy. He was like Mel Gibson in that film. The
conspiracy theory.
Is that the name of the film? I can't remember the one. He was like that though, wasn't he? In the.
He was definitely.
It's like the corporations coming after.
Yeah.
You know, just to say, I don't want to correct you or anything, but if you want to use Mel Gibson as a reference for crazy, you probably don't have to look at any movies that
That's
he was
true.
in.
That's true. Very, very true.
This is true.
Yeah. Don't sue us.
No, that name never ended.
That's purely Jamin.
Oh, the lawyers.
That's right. Did you hear about? Sorry, it's just a digression. Did you hear about the joke? Have you seen that joke? The joke that Ricky Gervais wanted to do for the Golden Globes.
Oh, I know this is going to be funny. What joke did he want to do?
Can we let this on the podcast, or are we going to have to cut?
No, well, you should go and see it. No, I can't repeat it. So
this is about Mel Gibson, right? The one about
yeah. He's on another chat show and he's talking about the joke he couldn't do.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's on like
Ellen or something like that.
No,
it was a bit late tonight, wasn't it? It was late tonight, wasn't
it? Like Jay Leno or the other one.
One of the other ones. Yeah, the tall bloke, right?
But you've definitely look it up. The joke that he couldn't perform, and it's about Mel Gibson.
Yeah, he's back on Twitter now, Ricky Gervais. He took a hiatus for a year. He's back on Twitter now. Yeah.
All right.
Getting in all sorts of trouble because he's using the word mong.
Oh.
Is that a word?
I don't know what that is.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a word, but
we'll have to look it up.
It's a pejorative. So,
it's not a nice word. Okay, but that was a slight diversion, but it's definitely worth going to check out.
Cool.
That the joke that was missing.
From the podcast.
And because all the jokes, you see the Golden Globes, like it was like such a.
He was hilarious.
He's back again, right? He got the job again for this year, didn't he?
I hope so because he's brilliant.
So. Yeah. He really
that's
does.
That's the point, isn't it?
He pops that celebrity bubble very well.
Yeah. And he probably increased the amount of people watching the shows, or at least the YouTubes afterwards.
He's such an interesting. Do you remember a band called Suede in the 90s? A guy called Brett Anderson, and you might know the guitarist, whose name escapes me now, obviously, with it. But
Suede,
Suede were a pretty good group, and he was their manager. Yeah, he was Suede's
And he had his own
manager.
80s band.
Yeah,
didn't
and he had his own 80s
There's
band
actually a
and stuff.
Japanese magazine with him like in the 80s.
He's so thin.
When he visited, when he visited Japan, it was like a new romantic.
Yeah. Like around the same time, Spandau Ballet, Boy George, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
He was,
And there's like a
rocking
track
it.
on YouTube, the actual track. And it's very 80s.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back onto the track.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. So,
The diversions are fun, right?
yeah.
Bernard Butler. There you go. That's his guitar. Sorry. Bernard Butler. Bernard Butler is a very he's a
I
very
thought you
nice.
said Butland.
Bernard Butler.
Bernard
Bernard Butler. He's got a very nice track called Stay. Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so by now you might have played some
Shite Scroller.
sectors of SideScroller.
We certainly hope you have.
And you might have also played the super secret hidden level at the end of Shooter 2, which was called The Road to Dawn.
I hope you all played it.
Yeah. Collect all the treasure in the game, and you unlock a secret. I can't talk tonight. Secret side-scrolling level.
La, la, la.
Yeah.
I can't talk usually.
You speak in katakana.
Yeah. So, can you explain what the origins of SideScroller was specifically? We'd made this side-scrolling episode at the end of Shooter 2, and how exactly did that blossom into SideScroller?
Well, we made that final stage, and it was just so much fun to do, because we already made the vertical sort of shoot 'em up, didn't we, for boss 2?
Yeah.
For the turtle boss. And then we decided to let's do a side-scrolling stage, and we put it at the end of the game as the secret. Not so secret anymore. But and what we did is we took that and we thought it was so much fun that we decided to make an entire game around it. And the game itself is actually quite different to the Shooter and Shooter 2, so we couldn't call it like Shooter 3 because it's just a completely different game to play.
It couldn't be Shooter and then subtitle. Like
No, because people would assume something completely different.
2.5.
So we just called it. We just gave it a new name. So PixelJunk SideScroller, and the thing is, and then we sort of built a world around it. So what we decided is we made it it's the game you're playing on the console in the ship as you're going back to Earth after Shooter 1 and Shooter 2.
And the game is made by Sweet Ginga.
Yeah. It's
hence the old school TV.
The
distortion.
So it looks like a CRT screen, and it's all a bit glowy and a bit old-fashioned looking in places, a bit neon.
Yeah.
And that's basically the story. So you're on the way home to Earth, and you've got nothing to do, so you're playing this game.
It's autopilot, you know? You can kick back and play some games.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a nice little ending which ties into that, which you've got to complete the game to see.
Yeah, on normal, easy will not get you a nice ending.
That's true. Yeah, easy.
And we have a couple awesome cameos in that ending as well.
Oh yes.
But will playing on like super difficult mode get you a happy ending?
It will get you a slightly
ending.
different ending. Like if you complete the game on normal, hard, and then
gotta go for
brutal, which is the most difficult. Like all of them have slightly different endings, but
That's the happiest ending.
the real ending is the brutal.
Yeah.
So you gotta work up to it.
There's some interesting changes on the way as you move up through the difficulty levels. It's good fun.
You get some new enemies come in as soon as you kick up into hard. Bullets come at you so much more faster than
More faster.
I can't.
English.
Great.
Such
This
good
is
English.
not great. This is
SideScroller is
horrible.
going more faster
Yeah.
with bullets coming
you're
towards you.
You're intimidated by Siri, who's actually speaking better than you. She's
Actually,
disappeared.
Siri understands English better than us.
Whatever I had, you caught it. Because before we started recording the podcast, I was playing with Siri,
Yeah.
and
As you would do.
and I'm just like, so give me a sock quote.
I remember that, yeah.
Give me a quote, a quid stock. Give me a quid
can't
stock
talk.
Apple price now. I tried 4 times. I
It's
just
actually
couldn't say
difficult
it.
because you have to say it cleanly in one go. Whereas normally in spoken English, you can just kind of break it up. You'll put an er in there.
I'm an R.
Yeah.
Or
Actually,
I think.
Siri edits those out.
Oh, really?
Like I've tried it before. I'm like, so.
Can I try? Let's try it a minute. Let's try one more. So.
Siri's a guy in the UK.
Let me
Yeah, Siri's a dude in
Here's
the
what you do.
UK.
Yeah.
Here we go. So I'm going to say, all right. Let's think of something to say.
Just add a couple ers in
Yeah. I'm
between.
going to. I'm hungry, and I don't know. I'm looking for somewhere to eat.
Sorry, I can't go to 4 restaurants in Japan.
No. Wait till you hear what it thought I said.
What's it?
I am hungry, and mother on idiocorectomy. What's an ileocolectomy?
Your sister would know. Right?
Oh, my sister.
I'm going to ask her what an ileocolectomy
Yeah.
is. Ileocolectomy. What is an ileocolectomy?
Checking my sources.
Oh, sources.
Search
Yes.
the web for what is a pediocolectomy?
What?
That sounds like something you do to kids.
This technology still has some work.
If you really want to know, how was it spelled?
Ileocolectomy.
Ileocolectomy.
Yeah. Ileo.
What is the definition of the word ileocolectomy?
Let me think about that.
Oh, we got it. You got it.
Web search for a definition of the word ileocolectomy.
No, it doesn't know because it's not a fucking word.
I can't search. How did it detect it? It's not a word.
Bizarre.
I've never heard it. Search the web. Come on, let's see. What?
All right.
Searching for a definition of the word ileocolectomy.
It's amazing she can say the word.
I know, she can say a word
Not
that's
a fucking
amazing.
word.
You know, colon resection. Oh, God.
What are you having for dinner?
Oh, God.
I'm sure my sister does know what that is.
I was like, what was it? You said like mother of, oh my God.
That's a plate of shit. Right there.
Whoa, that's quite,
Oh, yeah.
that is quite lovely, isn't it?
Did it have pictures?
No,
I think
can
it
we
does.
not-
Can you
Can we
ask
not?
the pictures?
Well, because it has that handy image link at the top, doesn't it, on Google?
It does, doesn't it? Oh, no,
Oh,
that's
dear.
some
No, I
colon.
didn't look at that.
Full colon.
It's a colon resection.
Okay, so while Dylan's looking at that,
Oh my God.
Yeah, you
while Dylan's looking at that.
This actually would have been great promotion for Shooter.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
too.
this
For
is
Shooter
true.
too.
This is
Wow, the colon. Oh, God.
true. Okay, yeah, let's not look at that.
The waste is then moved by wave-like motions of the muscular intestinal wall from the colon into the rectum
You
and
sound
pass
like you're
out
reading a romance novel.
and pass out of the body through the anus. Individuals at risk for requiring a colectomy have been diagnosed with some kind of gastrointestinal disorder.
I feel like Fabio should be reading this.
Oh dear.
I'm
Can't
Fabio.
believe not butter.
And then they say,
I'm trying to have
so,
a muscles.
so it's when you cut out a part and like restitch it together.
Oh, okay.
Is an
Yeah.
ileocolectomy.
So it's
Okay.
like the
It's- we
human
learned something.
centipede.
I
We
know.
learned something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Shit
this
is
is
ill.
true.
Centipede.
That's pretty amazing.
Do you know what you will also learn from this podcast?
What should we learn? Yeah.
That we had 2 special cameos in SideScroller.
We did.
We certainly
Yeah.
did.
We did.
So-
yeah.
So Garnet Lee
Yep.
and Jeff Kanata from Weekend Confirmed actually joined in
They did.
to help with the ending. And they lent their vocal talents.
Did you
Yes.
Americanize his surname there?
What?
Jeff's surname. Did you Americanize it?
Kanata?
Yeah.
That's how he pronounced it.
Oh, it's not a Japanese name.
No.
Oh,
it's,
right.
um,
It sounded like a Japanese
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought it was
No,
Canada
no.
or something.
Canada. No, it's not.
All right.
Canada. Or like the country Canada.
Oh, so it's
Canada.
spelled
No,
with
it's
a,
no,
America's
it's
hats.
spelled with a K?
no, it's C.
Spelled as Canada?
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not.
Well,
It's
but
T.
tell me
It's
now.
just at the C and there's a
Right.
T. It's
Wait, so
not
how do you
T.
spell it?
What about city?
C-U-N...
You should ask City.
No, okay, let's put Silly to sleep right now. She's tired.
Okay. So what were we talking about? Oh yeah, so so it's the first of our games with voice acting.
Oh.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah. And
it's about Well, you've got to get to the end of the game to hear it. So.
You had something to do with some of the
Yeah.
voices you're going to hear, right?
yeah, that was Dylan's idea.
Yes, something to do with.
To-
it was
to-
my idea to have something to do with
In
with
the
some of the
games.
voices.
In the
Wait,
game.
what? It was my idea for her to have an idea about...
That's something like Siri would say
yeah.
while having an ileocolectomy.
No, it was Dylan's idea to like.
Can you remember any of that Italian? Can you break it out for us?
Mitrariatrice. Pericolo. Yeah, so it was Dylan's idea.
I've come
Yeah,
lost track of the
we have to
conversation
explain
here.
what's happening. So it was
Yeah,
Dylan's
what's going on?
idea to have this sort of computer, like a fembot
yes.
voice in
Yeah.
the game.
Yes, yeah.
Like to announce what was happening in the game,
Yeah.
like when you're switching between weapons
Yeah.
or going to a
Laser.
checkpoint. Yeah, or like
Laser.
to announce what level you have upgraded your laser or
right.
bombs or machine gun to. And so I did all the vocal work for that.
No, but the key was that it all had to be spoken in a Japanese accent.
Yeah.
In all the languages.
So like all of the English text had to be
Spain,
put into
Spanish.
katakana.
Yeah.
Spanish, Italian, French,
German.
German,
Yeah,
and they're
that
all
was-
spoken in with a Japanese accent by Ariel.
Yeah, so we had to get the official translations and then send them out to our internal staff members who were from like
Yeah,
that country. So it's like
So katakana is like the phonetic alphabet in Japanese for those who don't know. But it means that that's what generates the sort of stereotypical Japanese accent when they speak English, because they're speaking in katakana.
That's right.
So like a word like
Do asphalt. That one's mind blowing.
yeah, like asphalt would be like asufaruto.
Yeah.
So that's how it converts. So we converted all those languages into katakana. Basically.
Now Spanish and Italian, the pronunciation of those two languages are so close enough to Japanese
Not
that
too
it
far
wasn't
away,
anything like peligro is
It's kind of
Spanish for
similar.
danger. You don't have to change much.
French
but
is difficult.
French was quite difficult. Although there was one of the Gundam series, one of my favorites, Gundam Wing, actually had a lot of the characters named after French numerals.
Oh, no way.
So it was really easy to use for like the weapon power-ups to just like borrow from that and get like the quote-unquote correct katakanaization of those words.
Yeah.
Duo.
Well, the duo wasn't French. Du is French, but toroa for trois.
Yeah.
Katoru for
how they
Katoru's
say that?
four.
Right,
Yeah.
katoru.
Katoru. Yeah.
Katoru.
Gundam,
Which is really kind of
Gundam Wing is the one where the characters spend like 90% of the series saying like, "Oh crap, I fucked up what I was supposed to do. I guess I have to kill myself now."
you
The
actually
entire half the series of them just like, "All right, I screwed up. Time to kill myself." Like the number of times these characters like threaten to commit suicide in the show is like
especially the main character. But you know what?
Yeah,
I wonder was that made post bubble?
just does not want to live.
It was post bubble,
Post
but
bubble
actually
economy. I think.
Flies his gun in front of a train.
Okay, we've got to give up now. Bye bye.
I hate to burst your bubble, but you've made that joke on the podcast before
About Gundam Wing?
about
Oh shit! She
I don't
called
remember
on
you ever
that, man.
talking about
She
it.
called you on that.
Memory of an elephant.
We should go back and
she
find
does.
it.
Yeah,
Should go back and
I'll
find
find
it.
the episode. It was like maybe like around 4 or 5 or something like that.
I don't remember us
I
ever
think
talking about it.
we should allow Jamin to repeat himself.
Yeah.
I guess.
Dude, because
I don't
Gundam
think
Wing
we
was
have
the
a
show.
choice.
It's true. He already did. He already did.
Yeah.
It's all done.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Just keep at
It's
it.
Gundam
It was
Wing.
said in a different way though.
Yeah.
Slightly different.
You know,
the wording was
that's
different.
every time I think of Gundam Wing, that's the only thing that comes to mind.
Yeah, actually the main character does that.
That's
a
the
lot.
only thing I remember about the
Yeah.
show. Is
That's good.
that and like just communication. The
Just
theme song.
communication. Tumik. Some of those Tumik songs were good.
I have it on my iPod. if you
Oh,
want
I
to
have it on my. I have
can
it on
ask
my
Siri to
iPhone
play
as well.
Yeah.
play Gundam.
Go on, say what is it? Will it play Gundam?
Watch this.
Yeah.
Play just communication. Let's see if you can find it.
See how fast it is.
Looking for just communication.
Oh, she's taking
Playing
too long.
Gundam Wing. Just communication.
There we go.
It's too slow though, isn't it? It needs
Is
to be a
it
bit faster.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
There we go. There we go.
Oh right.
Wow,
Nice.
thank you, Jim.
There you go.
I don't know how to stop it.
Stop. You
That
say
was
stop.
nostalgic for some of our
Stop.
Shut up.
playing music.
Can you tell it to shut up?
Not to make this an Apple podcast, but I'm super impressed. This is the first time I've seen it, but it's obviously you go down the voice recognition route, you're opening yourself up to all sorts of shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just surprised. Apple are usually pretty, at least from a consumer point of view, Apple are pretty careful about what they put out, and we've already in 20 minutes we've found a lot of stuff that it can't handle.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, especially in
yeah.
Japan, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, just for
but
with
just
English.
speaking English,
Anything with British accents.
Yeah.
There's specifically
you have to
go
set
to
the
menu.
mode.
Yeah.
There's
Set the
3 English There's like British English. There's Australian and American.
Okay.
And if you said it wrong, like you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I can't pass comment, I suppose, until I've tried it with the UK accent set.
We should hear. It's really funny. The other day, I sent a mail to Jamin in the office to test iMessage.
Yeah.
Because now if you have the iOS 5,
yeah.
then it chooses the best
freest.
communication method. Yeah, the freest method.
Okay.
And I sent him a message, and it was blue because it's iMessage. I mean, it's iMessage. It's free. So I sent him a message, and then I hear him like at his desk, like speaking to
3
himself.
meters away.
Yeah, 3 meters away, going. Send Dylan. What would you say?
I was like, tell Dylan I've received the message.
Cheers, mate.
Yeah. No, I heard you.
Thanks.
And then my phone buzzes. You know?
Right.
Actually, I like it when Dylan emails me
Uh-huh.
because I sit at home all night and I'm just like, do I have any new messages from Dylan? And it's like, no, you don't have any new messages from Dylan.
So how does
How
it
about
just
now?
waiting.
No, you still don't have any messages from Dylan.
How does Siri do it? Is she like your secretary? So when she
his
replies
wife.
to Dylan,
Right.
Well, yeah, that's what happens with secretaries, right? But
Yeah. Well,
when he replies
no, I
to,
don't think wives. I think. Yeah.
when he replies to Dylan, does it say Jamin got your message, or does it say I got your message? Does Siri pretend she's you, or when she.
No. It'll say you have a new message from Dylan, and
Right.
then it'll read me Dylan's message in the exact same words.
And then, but when you instruct
Yeah.
Siri to say reply to Dylan and say this, does she say, "Yo, Jamie,
No,
got
it's
your
from-
message"?
it's from Jamie.
Oh, it's from Jamie,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's from Jamie.
Well, see, it's a hard problem because what if, let's say, you want to tell your wife that you have a mistress
Right.
and that you're in love with her.
You're
So
gonna do
you
this
could
on
use it
the-
as Siri,
via
like,
Siri.
message my wife, tell her, and
that
then...
on?
No,
Is
it's
it
not. Tell her, and then your exact message would be, I love her. So then if Siri interprets it exactly, Siri's going to tell your wife the text, I love her. Or if Siri interprets it because you're talking to your wife, then the message would be, I love you. But it won't know which one the situation is. So
That's
it's
difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a
You're
hard
sending, you're sending that fucked up message over a text.
No, wait, that works. But that's true, isn't it?
I have
Like,
a friend who
Right.
broke up with his girlfriend by sending her a text message with an ASCII art of a dump truck, and it just said dumped.
Oh God!
Yeah.
That must have been in like Miami or somewhere like that.
And you say I'm a
Oh,
douchebag.
that's freaking brutal.
That's hard.
Guess what?
What?
I have some Japanese food. Some
Oh, it's PixelJunk
crazy
Platter, isn't
It's
it?
the
Yeah.
PixelJunk Platter.
Which we talked about 15 minutes ago.
And
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
yeah.
No,
It was actually about 30 minutes ago, actually.
it's about
It's a long time ago,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it? It's a long
Crazy
time.
Japanese. Is it whale?
It's not whale. I would not.
That's a shame.
I would not eat.
Dolphin.
No, it's not dolphin.
Would've
Although
loved to munch some whale.
it is a Japanese snack that is found in the Japanese snack aisle of most supermarkets. I'm sure you could find it at most convenies.
because you have dangerous
convenience
fruit. I
store.
don't know what the fuck that means.
Wasabi peanuts or something?
It's not wasabi peanuts.
I was gonna nuts,
you can get
like
those everywhere in
nuts.
America as
Oh,
well.
yeah?
Am I going to cut myself again on it?
No, you're not gonna
I'm
cut
drip
yourself.
blood
on it.
everywhere.
Cut yourself
See-
on a fish.
Siri, what the fuck is in
Last
my
time it was
mouth?
like the bread can.
No,
And I opened the can and it was like
Sliced
a really
it.
cheap old, the old style.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just sliced my finger. Like,
Oh, beautiful.
It was, it was like blood was dripping everywhere.
Yeah.
Did it
It was
taste?
quite.
Live.
I know.
There's a
I
lot
know,
of blood.
How was the bread, by the way?
It's bad.
disgusting.
It
Tastes
was
like shit.
bad.
Like the worst stuff.
Yeah.
The worst thing I've probably ever eaten in my life. It was like so
It wasn't
bad.
that bad. There have been
It was that
nastier
bad.
things.
It was that
Bread
bad.
in a can, huh?
It tasted
You know
like bread that's been in a can for like
It tasted
years.
better than shit.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not sure if you've ever eaten.
But not as good. Not as good as the pies.
Yeah.
I mean.
Speaking of shit,
Yeah.
guess what I got?
Okay.
You got a bag of shit.
We're gonna get to the.
Oh,
Okay.
It kind of looks like shit, doesn't it?
I got.
Have you taken photos already?
I can grab photos from the
Because we're
internet.
obviously gonna eat. All
I
this.
can
Yeah.
grab photos from the internet.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a little
this
bit.
is
Okay,
a shit
so
idea.
I brought carinto, which is
is quite tasty,
shit,
actually.
shit-shaped
And colored.
snack.
It's
It's
it
a
really
brown
is. It looks
sugar
like, when you
snack.
go out on a night out for like 4 pints of Guinness, 5 pints of Guinness.
Yeah.
Go home and you just blow dirt in the toilet.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking annihilate the toilet. This is the kind of thing that ends up floating around in there.
I think. Oh no.
No, the consistency's not there.
No, not quite. Not
You
quite.
know, nothing you can pick up with a fork, right?
No.
But this is
At least we can hold this.
this you can hold it and you can eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can eat it.
We can eat that as well. If you want to.
God, I don't think I
My
can
dog.
eat
My
this.
dog eats his own shit.
This is the first time I'm actually having this. It's not good.
It's not that
I
good.
don't
is it?
mind it.
It's brown sugar flavor. There's just a lot of brown sugar.
I think
not
it
bad.
just is solid brown sugar.
It's not bad. It's quite nice.
What's the honeycomb stuff in the middle?
I don't know. What is that?
Well, different corn in there.
Oh, thank you, Dylan. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm just, like so they can imagine the
Yeah.
flavor.
I mean, it looks like cat poop that you're cleaning up out of like a litter box. Except it's shiny. From the
Glazed.
sugar.
It's reasonably
Yeah, it's glazed
calorific.
sugar.
100 grams of this is 500 kilocal.
Jeez.
Wow, bloody hell.
Not worth it.
The first ingredient on the list is sugar. The
not
second,
gonna
That was the last one.
the second is komugiko, which is flour,
Flour.
right? And then
tastes like pure sugar.
Yeah.
vegetable oil.
Not very flavorful.
And
I want a
then-
donut. Give me a
It's
donut.
quite flavor.
There's some
It's
yeast.
kind of donut-like the flavor.
But I'd much rather have a donut because it's much more worth it to me.
Yeah, but you're a donut fanatic.
I'm a donut fanatic. I like donuts.
I love miso dough.
Oh, Mr.
Oh my god, man! Those
Mr.
the
Donuts.
spinach donuts that they have.
Spinach?
They have spinach donuts now
spinach
that
donuts.
are really good.
I like
Are they
just the
sweet?
old fashioned.
Ish. They're Swedish.
Oh, okay.
Not Swedish.
Not Swedish.
Sweet-ish.
I am Krister.
Hi, Krister.
I work for Sony. Yeah, it's good.
Sony Santa Monica.
Data-driven.
Data-driven.
Don't use C++.
Look at my buff muscles.
You sound...
I'm dead, man. Remember what happened the last time I slandered Krister on the podcast?
Yeah.
Oh, this is even worse.
Wait, we never explained what happened between our Twitter war.
Oh, yeah, he won.
No. Our Twitter war. Our Twitter war.
Yeah, you
your one.
You got 2,000,
Yeah.
right?
We had the Twitter war.
So Twitter wars. A long time ago, in a Q Games office far away, Jamin and I made
Episode 4.
this we decided we were going to have a little bet. Like, whoever was the first to 1,000 followers was going to get, quote unquote, something special. We didn't know what it was going to be at that point, but we thought it might involve alcohol.
Yeah.
Okay. As all
By the
good
way,
sex does.
We'll talk about it when she explains it, but watch how I butcher my win.
All right.
Okay.
I completely butchered.
No, your win was completely. It was on the up and up.
It was legit.
It was legit.
I'm just saying.
So
I nullify the benefits.
at the time I had about 200 followers, and Jamin had about 600. I had more momentum, so I thought I could catch up to him.
And you pretty much did.
And I slowly did. But that's just because Jamin wasn't trying. Like, I was trying really hard, and Jamin wasn't trying at all.
And then she got very close to me. Like, she got up to almost about 800. Where
We were enlisting like favors
getting
for
close.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I was calling out favors for people. It's like, can
Right.
you get people? I was appearing on podcasts like the PS Nation podcast. Hi guys. Hi guys, I know you're listening. I went on their podcast and they were so helpful in getting me hundreds of followers.
Yeah,
They
it's
were
really
so
nice.
helpful.
And friggin' what's his face, douchebag Gary Gnu or whatever the hell his name is.
yeah. Gary
is like-
Newman.
Yeah, starts posting on Twitter like, oh, make sure you follow Ariel and not some other guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point, when I realized that she's bringing in the big guns,
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm all in at this point. If
Right.
she's gonna play the game that way.
Yeah.
So
It's like getting nasty.
I went to Dylan and I said, Dylan, you know, for the good of Q Games and for promotional reasons, I would like to do an alt dev blog video about.
I didn't know you came to
about
Dylan
Siri. I
for
came to
this.
Dylan because I wanted to make sure that he wouldn't oppose. And of course, I made it sound like, oh, you know, I'd really like to do Q a big favor and you know, help out with promotion.
Here's the thing. I have enough respect for you to think that you would have done that regardless. I don't think that was the sole motivation behind that.
What do you mean? Oh no,
You
I
posted the
probably
video.
would have done it anyway.
Yeah.
But the timing.
Okay.
Yeah.
The timing was I didn't actually have to post my video until another week, but I posted it a week before just because I was
You were
afraid that
afraid.
you would catch up during the weekend. So I made this video, and in the text I said, oh, you know, guys, I worked really hard on this video, and all I ask is that you know that if you really appreciate the free sharing of knowledge, I just follow me and tell your friends to follow me. Boom!
Hundreds
Within
of
2 hours later, 300 followers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was
that's
pushed
good.
over it.
Blam.
So we had decided
Cunning
that
move.
the winner. Basically, here's how it goes. We were gonna have this
Yeah.
party afterwards, just
Yeah.
the two of us. We're gonna drink a giant bottle of Nihonshu. We're gonna watch like episodes of Clarissa Explains It All and Space Ghost and Pete and Pete. And the loser has to buy this bottle of Nihonshu.
Right.
So then I won, and I called her up. I'm like, hey, you know what? I beat you. Haha. Now you have to buy this for me. Then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? She's pretty cheap. Like, I bet you
Get a
that.
shitty.
Well, she'd buy a shitty one, so maybe
Bottle
it'd be
of
better if
vinegar.
I bought it. So I just went out and I bought this nice bottle of Nihonshu for like
So
3,000
she
yen.
won in the end then.
Yeah, so she technically won in the end. I nullified any benefits of being the actual Twitter follower winner.
She's pretty.
Yeah.
I guess
She is the king of Ketchy.
but Jamin is as well. So I was
Catchy means cheap.
Sorry.
yeah. So I was surprised. Well,
I was trying to do littering. I was trying to do litter.
Littering.
Because they start out with ke.
Yeah,
Catchy and cheap.
It is. It's
Littering.
littering,
You did
yeah.
some littering. Right?
I was preparing myself for the inevitable yen drop, and then
Right.
he's like, you know what? There's this bottle of Nihonshu I've always wanted to buy. It's a little expensive.
I knew she wouldn't spring
Let
for
me
it.
get it. So like,
El Cheapo.
no, actually, I thought I was like, well, let's go together, and like, but he totally forked over the money for it. So I was like,
But
okay.
she could have just at the
Not
end
only
just
that-
given you some money and just
Yeah,
Not only that, but I
I
also
would've done
paid
it
for the
too.
food too. Oh, she brought over eggs. You brought
I
over
brought over the
eggs.
eggs and the
Oh, that's
bacon.
expensive.
Yeah.
And the bacon.
Eggs and bacon.
that's the balance right there.
And we made
Yeah.
crumpets.
400
And then
yen.
put eggs and bacon on top of the crumpets. It was pretty awesome.
And I got cheese, although we forgot to use the cheese.
Homemade douche crumpets.
Which is stupid.
Actually, the funny thing is,
You should have
like,
taken photos.
we did.
did.
We put them
Alright.
on Twitter. You didn't
You
see
should
them.
put them on the podcast.
Okay,
Oh,
cool.
No,
We'll
he
put
doesn't
them on
follow
the
us.
podcast. Dylan always comes in. He's like, "I made this delicious food. Did you see the picture on Facebook?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's all the riffraff that follows Jamie. I couldn't associate myself with all those people that just come and join him.
Sweet and tender hooligans.
Just when they're asked.
Did you crest 100? Sorry, 1,000.
1,000.
You
crest.
You crested that?
You know what? I don't think I have.
1,000's a lot for a regular schmo, right? I'm not the regular schmo. I mean, that's a lot of people,
I am
right?
a regular
That's
schmo.
a lot of people, right?
No, I think I'm somewhere in the 900s, I think.
900s, yeah.
You got a couple people writing saying like, "Oh my god, a girl who plays games? I'll follow you."
Yeah, I saw that. I saw those. That was funny. Yeah, let's see. Which one am I going to follow?
Reverse sexism.
The nerdy guy or the girl who plays games?
And then Dylan was like, "Yeah, they both have boobs."
What? Did you say that?
I think I did say
You totally did say it.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Here, have some more poop, Dylan.
You're up over 4,000 or something, aren't you?
5,000.
5,000. God damn.
Unless I've lost some because of this podcast.
You are still being slaughtered by Christina Coffin.
No, I don't care.
You should get on
What's
that.
she up to?
Yeah.
Where's she at?
She's like 5'6". She's up there. I mean, she's crazy.
Gary Coleman has...
Yeah.
How many's Gary got?
He doesn't. What the hell? He doesn't even do anything. Who the hell knows? He's like, well, I do believe that. He like gets on the mic and like talks all this shit like video game theory. He's just like, I do believe that Miyamoto's Blue era is highly superior because of the trend of Japanese games during the 1980s. Like the shit doesn't even make sense. He just gets up and talks about this shit, and then gets followers. What? Why?
I don't understand that. It's a bit weird.
It doesn't make sense.
No, because they have, like, I mean...
during the Japanese gaming phase...
No, it is not like that. It is not like that. They actually have serious discussions about games, unlike this podcast.
Actually, this podcast has been rated higher, though, I think.
Yeah,
really?
Anecdotally.
Because we're funnier?
Anecdotally.
Anecdotally. We do not have the same...
We are funnier.
Okay, well, we have a fan mail from I don't want to... I'm sorry, I'm going to slaughter your name, but Camilo Nieto.
Can I try pronouncing it?
Yeah.
What country is it from?
I don't know.
Nieto is
It's Russian, right?
No.
No, Camilo Nieto.
It's not.
Camilo is like Italian, so it's like, hey, shut up your face. No. I'm a Camillo.
That's like Mario, isn't it?
It's
The language of Mario.
Pericolo. Okay, so the subject is Brie versus Camembert.
Right.
I thought there was Cuthbert. Brie versus Cuthbert.
Brie versus Cuthbert. I'll take Cuthbert. No, I'll take Brie, actually.
Which one is preferred at Q Games? My wife and I tend to prefer Brie, though we find both of them to be delicious. So here, let's just do a random...
It's a softball question.
It's a bit of a...
It's kind of shit you hear at the Republican debates.
Yeah.
So I think actually Brie and Camembert are pretty similar, but I'll have to go with Brie.
Brie's creamier, isn't it? Camembert has more of a bite to it.
I think I might have to go with Camembert just because you can eat it with the cranberry sauce.
You can do that with Brie too.
I've never done it with Brie. So.
Or apricot preserves is my
better,
favorite. Having baked Brie and then putting apricot preserves over it.
Apple preserve?
Apricot.
Schmuckers, raspberry preserves.
Camembert is really good.
How do you say apricot?
Apricot.
Get out.
What did you say?
Apricot.
Apricot.
Well, you said apricot just before.
No, I was saying it in Japanese.
It is in American, it's apricot.
Apricot, yeah.
Get out.
You can say apricot in America too.
I've never heard that.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's an accepted.
Oh, yeah,
Tomato.
pronunciation.
Can you give me some tomatoes?
I'd like a tomato.
Potatoes.
So Jamie, what's yours?
Potatoes and tomatoes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like basically any cheese that enters my mouth
Is your favorite?
is my favorite cheese of all time.
You've never had a bad cheese.
Yes, I have. The only cheese I do not like, oddly enough, is Swiss cheese. And I taste it and I want to puke. Like, it's so disgusting to me. I cannot take it.
Is it because you try and eat the holes?
I don't-
Is that what it is?
Yeah. It just
It just doesn't taste good enough.
Sorry, Dylan. Did you answer the question?
Oh, me? I'm Camembert. Camembert.
But
Camembert.
to totally not answer the question, Gouda. I'm all about the Gouda and the Colby Jack.
Gouda.
Gouda.
Well, we're actually gonna go out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're actually going to go into a break right now.
Okay.
You literally fuck this up.
I know, so it's like getting
I'm trying to go take a leak.
So good timing, because we're gonna on the other side of the break we're gonna bring in HFB to do an exclusive interview.
I don't know when we're gonna finish. I mean, it feels like we're going to go to midnight.
I know, well, it's gone a little long, but that's okay. And then to lead us into the break, we have, I looked up on the internet how to pronounce this word. It's Russian for peace. I think it's pronounced Mir.
Mir's village.
But it's also
It is
apparently
Russian.
peach.
No, because that's the name of the
Peace, not peach.
the space station.
Yeah,
It's
space
peace.
station.
Yeah, peace.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
Mir? I thought it meant village.
But yeah, it's officially spelled with the Russian characters, with like an M and then a backwards, like
That's an
reverse M
I?
and a P. I looked it up.
hell is
I
that?
was
right.
I tried to look it up. So I mean,
I could get the P being an R because
Yeah.
it looks a bit like an R. Like you've forgotten to write the last bit. But how can that be an
I mean,
I?
maybe Dom
Looks like
and
Manip.
Alex will know.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
Because I was
Yep.
finding conflicting things on the internet. Some people were saying, oh, it is the same thing, and then some people were saying, oh, no, it's completely different. But I guess we'll find out when we interview HFB. So,
we will.
so stick
We're
around.
about to.
This
Right.
is a new song from the PixelJunk SideScroller soundtrack. Enjoy. Okay, so coming out of the break, that was Mir from PixelJunk SideScroller. PixelJunk SideScroller is out on the PS Network in Europe and America right now.
You know what, Ariel?
What?
I love the music on that thing, but I wish we could talk to the people who made that music.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, you're in luck. What is the sales pitch we're doing right now? What is with this? We're just going on a weird note right now. But actually, we have Alex Paterson and Dom Beken of High Frequency Bandwidth with us right now.
Seriously?
Yeah, we do.
Boo.
Hi guys.
Morning.
Good afternoon.
Evening.
Yeah, evening. We're actually even right now. But yeah, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Well, it was a great day today so far. I don't know the weather. What was the weather like earlier today with you lot?
It was cold.
Was it cold?
It's a cold day.
We've been having
it's
a
very
really,
fall.
really mad, autumnal, sort of warm
Indian
summer over here in this country.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
been, 19 degrees it was on Sunday in the park 2 days ago.
That is strange for the UK. That is very strange.
Yeah.
Shakespeare would be nervous. That means some bad
Although,
things.
yeah, I
happen,
mean
right?
barbecues in Hull. I mean, come on. I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
right,
mean,
yeah.
hello.
Yeah. Something is rotten in the state of Hull.
Well, it's the state of Britain, really. I think.
So we in Hull own a barbecue?
Yeah. Even my mulberry bush is actually growing mulberries at the moment. It's I'll send you a photo. No word of a lie. You know, it's like a really weird shit going on.
There's some cherry blossoms that are blossoming here in Japan.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
There you
that
go.
shouldn't be blossoming until obviously next
That's bizarre.
March, April, right? And
Why?
some of them are popping. I don't know. Radiation. No, I don't know. No, I shouldn't say that. No, I don't know.
Yes, because what's really weird is that they seem to be growing on apple trees.
yeah, cherries on apples.
Actually didn't know that.
Five-eyed
Thank you for that
fish
little
on the cherry
educational thing.
blossom. Oh,
That's it.
gold
Less delicious than mulberries, though.
Yeah.
I will say that. I actually don't think I've ever had a mulberry. What do they taste like?
You've had mulled wine, right? Aren't they mulberries and mulled wine?
Mulberry, yeah.
No.
I got mulberry.
They're
care.
not. They're not.
No.
Oh.
Mulling wine is something totally different from mulberries.
Yeah, you know all about that.
Mulling wine is when you take wine and you put cloves in and cinnamon, other spices,
Make it warm,
and then you
it's
warm it up
it's
with
a winter
orange
drink.
juice.
All
And drink it at Christmas, and it's disgusting.
It's actually I enjoy it. But anyway, there you go. It's quite healthy. That's probably why.
Oh, I didn't know about mulberries. I didn't nothing to do with mulled wine.
Nothing
And
to
you
do
can
with
go
mulberry.
round the mulberry bush as well. Apparently,
Yeah,
That's right.
Mulberries are for dancing round.
Mm.
Mulling is for
That's
wine.
why I've got 2 in my garden.
Ah, so you can do a figure of 8.
Was that a car going past in Japan?
That was a train.
Oh, that's a train going past here. Wow, that's cool.
So we got the window open instead of putting the air conditioning on.
Close to the tracks.
We are very, very close to the tracks.
Yeah,
On the wrong side.
Watch the closing doors.
Okay, well, since we have both of you here today, even though we're an ocean apart, I was hoping we could talk a little bit about PixelJunk SideScroller and the creative process that you two put into making the soundtrack. Now, when we first decided that we were going to make PixelJunk SideScroller, Dylan got the idea that we wanted to remix the songs from Shooter 1 and Shooter 2. And I don't think we had any concept of how much of an undertaking this would be for you. But am I correct in my assumption that you two had kind of, I would say, not a difficult time, but I'd imagine that taking your own works that you thought were really, really great to begin with and then completely changing everything up was not an easy task for you two. I'm wondering what you thought.
Yes, we kind of got stuck because we wrote the original songs and then we did the mixes of them that we thought were pretty good.
I know.
And that's
It's like
then had to,
So,
then had to redo them again.
And that's
That's just the beginning.
That's
yeah.
not really possible. So it only really started to work when we essentially just ditched that idea
Yeah.
and decided to write some new things. Which
So, sorry.
yeah,
No, that was that.
I think some of the songs do feature some sounds from the original, from the other tracks from Shooter 2 and Shooter 1, but you may not be able to find them.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that there are some hints and suggestions of those old songs that if you are perceptive and a fan of the HIP PixelJunk soundtrack, that you would instantly get, oh, this note here is Ruled Ghetto.
Yeah,
and you can make that connection.
Yeah, there's definitely a sideways nod to things that came before.
Side-scroller,
Because it's a
sideways.
side-scroller.
It's a side-scroller thing, isn't it?
So would you say is remix the right word to use?
No.
No, it's...
Okay.
Reimagining.
I think you can just ditch the re.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Imagining. You've created imaginings. I will say that the first 2 songs we got from you were Camel Hump Photographic, which was the Hidden Photo Banks imagining, and Mir, which was the Happy Funkin' Birthday imagining. And at that point, had you decided to ditch the remix concept, or can you say that those 2 songs were more remixes, and then the songs that came much later on were these kind of reimaginings of the Shooter 1 and 2 music?
Do you ever get the feeling somebody's really trying to confuse you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Because I know
I'm already confused.
I know that
I don't know.
the hidden photo bank song and the Happy Funkin' I said it.
Hey.
The Happy Funkin' Birthday song were 2 of the first songs that we received from you, and there was quite a big gap between those 2 songs and the other songs.
There may have been, there may not have been. It all depends on how fast you're moving.
Yeah, we missed out on high-flying birds as well, by the way.
Now we do know that particles can go faster than the speed of light. It's not necessarily the case that effect follows cause.
This is true.
Deep.
This is true.
Deep.
So I have a funny feeling we may have done the other tracks before we did the tracks before that.
Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, interesting.
Possibly in another parallel dimension to this
Really?
one.
Okay, I like your style.
Well, we could totally just scrap that question then.
I think it was an interesting question, but
I'm curious about this remix thing. Though. Sorry to go back to it, but like if you've got a, the reason I've just got the word remix in front of me and it's burned into my head now. That these are basically new songs. Would that be correct to
I would
say that?
I would call it really a reworking of the original rather than a remix.
Okay.
I mean, it'd be a remix if you were another person, but we're the same people that did the original tunes. So we're revisiting.
You wouldn't normally.
But, a revisit is more. It sounds a bit too spiritual for me.
Yeah.
But reworking is probably.
No. I mean, I think it's essentially.
It's not a remix. That's, as I said, I mean, it would be a remix. If it was someone else.
The essence of a remix to us is when you take somebody else's work and you put your sound and your stamp on it. So remixing yourself is a bit like getting into a feedback loop because we've already done it with our sound. So.
Yeah. And that makes total sense. And I think it didn't.
It was really good. It was really good fun. But towards the end of the session, it was kind of like, where are we going to get these ideas again? Because we revisited these tunes, and reworking them. Where it became a labour of love, let's say. Definitely.
Well, I think your labour certainly produced wonderful music.
That's right.
And I mean, some of these songs, these sort of reworked songs, I think are even greater than the original works. I know Mir personally is my favorite. I think it's my favorite HFP song, actually. I think I mentioned that to you.
Excellent.
It gives me like chills sometimes when I listen to it, especially during the beautiful orchestration, kind of about 3/4 through the song. I love it. It's beautiful.
I hope I'm not beating this to death, but if yeah, seriously, right? This is like a one lady fan club. She's a huge fan. You remember the Police? Don't Stand So Close to Me. I think there was 6 years between those songs, right? They had two versions of the same song. Am I on the wrong track? Am I on the wrong platform? Am I staring at the wrong sky? Is it that sort of thing?
Did you ever go and see the Police play when you were little?
No, I've seen Sting on his own, but I've never seen the Police. No.
I mean, that's just showing my age, really. But I'm quite scary.
Scary? I mean, scarily good or scarily scary?
Scarily bad. Really.
Oh yeah, really?
Yeah, sorry, but never been a great fan of Sting.
Yeah, no. Well, Sting's a kind of he's a kind of a thing unto himself. But I always thought the Police were kind of almost above reproach. You know, they were just like a. I guess when they started out, they were like a ska band, weren't they, or something? Oh no, we're getting.
Watch out with them, nick ya.
Right. I never really got songs entirely made out of lists. That was my problem.
Boiler Suit Brigade, jump on the punk bandwagon to me stuff. Let's do a little bit of reggae and let's try and be hip.
Yeah.
Sorry, I mean, that's coming from a 16, 17-year-old kid who went and saw the Police play at the Croydon Greyhound in 1977. So
yeah, because I mean, if you're gonna, exactly. I mean,
and that's from the heart, you know. And that's how I've always taken music, and that's how I like to print what I feel should come across on our music is a certain originality, because we don't want to sound like anyone else. And you know, it's fair enough that maybe you bring up the word Police, and Sting, but. We personally don't have. I don't think we have any similarities there.
I just want to know how we got onto the Police and Sting in the first place.
It was Duncan.
It's
I think basically,
though, isn't it? It's a story.
These interviews are just a series of non sequiturs, aren't they?
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah,
it's like playing a game. Did you ever watch Mallet to Mallet?
Yeah.
On children's TV when you were a kid.
Yeah.
You know, where the two kids have to sit opposite each other and just continually say a word, but the word mustn't have any association with the word that the other one says. You have to think totally. And if you do say something that has a connection, you get hit over the head with a mallet.
Yeah, that's it.
That's a real.
Well, so far in this conversation, Timmy Mallet
Wow.
wouldn't have whacked any one of us.
No, that's it. That's what the kids should have said. They should have said Sting.
So we're talking about HFB.
Well, let's talk about bees. Let's talk about bees.
Yeah, let's
it's
talk
only
about vocals and lyrics in HFB songs. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to go here? I so want to go here.
I'll go back to Sting.
Yeah.
No, let's forget about Sting.
Let's
forget about Sting.
Bob Dylan's much more current over here at the moment. Anyway.
Sorry, who's much more current over there?
Bobby Dylan.
Bobby Dylan? Oh, really? What, he was up for the Nobel Peace Prize for a bit, wasn't he? Or the Literature Prize, sorry. He was a long shot for the Literature Prize.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah, really? Would you believe? He was like 80-1 for the Literature Prize. He made the shortlist.
Your mate, Stephen Fry, was going on about him last night.
My mate?
Oh, no.
I've never met Stephen Fry.
I was going to say, like, can you hook me up with that? Give me some sort of
I bet he knows Sting.
I once bumped into him on Old Compton Street, but...
There you go. Who's Sting?
No, Stephen Fry.
I don't think Sting comes to Britain anymore for tax purposes.
Seriously?
He stays away.
Isn't he the one who got into loot?
Well, don't stand too close to him, innit?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice. Well,
he's too busy walking on the moon.
So in my favorite PixelJunk SideScroller song, Mir, there are what sounds like Indian vocals in the song, which is, I think, based off of the Happy Funkin' Birthday vocals. But can you actually explain, like, are those actually Indian vocals? Is there a certain artist used for that? Or is this just, Alex putting on some awesome effects in there and just letting loose?
God, did we never send you a copy of the album? Really?
It's in the album?
Yes, it's an Indian artist, singer and film composer called Adesh Srivastava.
Okay,
He's a really old friend I've known for about, I guess about 8 years now. I met him when he came over to master his album at Townhouse, and he invited me back to India to co-write some film scores with him.
Okay, so you heard it here. Pick up the HFB PixelJunk album and look at the notes, and you can do some digging that way and read up on this.
You can find out how to spell his name.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to ask.
I don't know.
That sounds good.
There was that, yes.
Adesh Srivastava. That's a fabulous name.
Sometimes it has 2 A's, and sometimes it only has 1, depending on how he's feeling at the time.
That's kind of
If he's got a cough, he leaves one out.
Well, so I actually have a question about some of the other vocals that you use in SideScroller music. Do you guys make cameos in a song or two? Because I could swear I hear some vocals in it where it's like, that's got to be either Dom or Alex in there.
Is this a
trick
Is
question?
this a trade secret? Is it? Well, do you know what? We hadn't really thought about whether that's a secret or not. We better decide really quickly now.
I mean, I'm sure some of our listeners are playing the game and are listening to some of the lyrics and.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm just picking.
And they want to hear, they want to hear your cameos. So if you can.
Yeah. Which one of you has the?
Minute. Yeah, we wrote it in the credits, the first album as well.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not a secret. Yeah, it's us singing.
Vocals by, and it says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which one of you has the better singing voice?
Oh. Don would like to think he has.
Ooh.
But in a way, he has. But it's just the way you actually project your voice, and I'm pretty good at doing that myself.
Alex has got a superb vocal style.
So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Simple as that, really. I mean, it's not simple as that, but it does have a lot of impetus on your voice if you go on stage and you know how to throw the bloody thing.
So you got a lot of oomph.
It's got a lot of attitude.
Oh, we've got a lot of attitude on stage, yeah. So again, it comes back from to being an old punk. So not being frightened, really.
Right.
Chewing a lot of hats.
Did you say chewing a lot of hats?
Yeah,
He does.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attitude.
No.
Attitude,
actually, man.
A lot of hat eating.
But there you go.
Yeah,
and the Siggies have been kind, because I know for someone, what is it, Bono, isn't it? The Siggies haven't been kind for Bono's voice. It's quite different now than it was in 1986 or something like that.
Oh, I'm not going to go there again.
It's not too
I don't know what he's doing with his ciggies.
Right.
How did we get there? I want to know. I didn't do anything. I'm just listening.
I'm just really, really hoping that if I smoke enough, I'll get one of those holes in my throat, which means which means I can sell my vocoder.
Oh, there you go. You get a trach ring. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah.
A trach ring.
I go for
Have you ever seen Ideal? And if you haven't, you should do. There's a big sort of DRUG baron in there with one of those voice corders on his neck, and he goes around. Right,
Is that one of those?
Can't
afford a vocoder? Get a tracheotomy.
Like,
And then you can talk through one of those boxes that you put on your neck, right? Isn't that when they do that?
That's
And you sound like a Dalek or something.
You can almost do that with a harmonica on an iPhone now as well. So, anyway, that's another story.
oh god, that's grotesque, but
right.
entirely too hilarious.
Try that one.
So actually, I think I mentioned that one of the names for the songs for SideScroller was Camel Hump Photographic. There are also other kind of strange names for some of these tracks, like Frozen Rain Metal Skype.
Oh, God, yeah.
Which I've been trying to make sense of, but I can't. So could you possibly explain?
Skype is in...
I know,
think it was
Skype.
supposed to be called Frozen Skype in some sort of strange preview of this conversation.
Yeah, we had some technical issues getting this started. To the listeners out there, that's just for you.
Frozen rain as well, I suppose, and it freezes up.
Yeah.
Technical problems.
Yeah.
Frozen rain. Originally, it was like frozen rain, as in to be frozen, as in rain, and then pondering, Dom fell over it and went into a rain, which I agreed with, and the same thing with Metal Sky. It was like in my head, it was like a reference to a cold, grey, beautiful area, frozen rain, metal sky, and it then transformed into frozen rain, metal Skype. And I thought that was more sort of 21st century, man.
So when you come up with the titles for these songs, do you think it's very much a collaborative effort?
Yeah,
or,
definitely. That just shows you exactly how it does work. Just that song alone.
So what about Camel Hump Photographic?
I mean, it's just another example of those word association games that we just spend all day.
Just thinking about camel humps.
Jimmy Malik would be proud.
Not humping camels. Surely.
I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I avoided saying that.
There is a reference to
Well, there's
camel.
one hump or two, isn't it? You know.
I always prefer
This
to-
is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
I'll bring my camel T-shirt next time.
Ah.
Then you'll know.
2 humps and a cigarette.
With a pyramid behind it. Oh, anyway,
Okay.
never mind.
Are you guys, I mean, you can tell by the nice banter you've got going on, you guys have worked together for years and years and years, and you're still quite happy to spend a lot of time with each other. Is that always the case when you're creating music? Because I know the Gallagher brothers, you know, that maybe that's an extreme example. They seem to want to kill each other or something. They can't be in the same room.
But that's very strange, because you know what Noel Gallagher's new album's called? Anyone? Start off for 2.
What, My Brother's an Arsehole or something, is it?
No, you're like this. Dom,
Bring
do
me
you know?
back Liam Gallagher.
Do you know what it was called? No. Oh,
no.
great! First time.
I do. Yes, it's
High
flying birds.
High flying birds.
Get out, HFB baby.
No way.
I know.
That's.
So
I didn't know that.
Sweet, let's sue him.
Like Oasis is one of my.
Yeah. I must have
Oasis
heard
is one of
with
my
lawyer.
favorite.
Yeah.
I'll have a word with his ex-wife. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's another story.
Which one was married to Patsy Kenzie? What was that? Is that the one?
The younger
maybe
one.
Still
The one
married
that
to
was
Patsy Kenzie.
no, he was the one that was Danny. Oh no, that's another bloke that was married to
Danny
her.
Bear? No.
No, Danny out of no, not
That's Ryan
Underpants.
Giggs, wasn't it?
Are they like national icons?
The
in
Gallagher,
the
yeah,
UK?
pretty much so.
Who, the
I
Gallaghers?
suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they national
Well, I remember.
icons?
I was just gonna say, I remember listening to
Icons
like an
of what?
MTV, an MTV Unplugged album of theirs where you can actually hear them,
Right.
or you can hear Liam
Right.
like snickering
Oh yeah. Just
at his brother while his
yeah.
brother's performing.
Yeah.
It's like he's just goofing off and doing something.
Yeah.
I really like that band a lot.
Good. Well, there's talk about them getting back together, aren't there?
Well, I want to know what they do at Christmas anyway.
Yeah, it must be horrific, huh?
You know what I mean?
Let's get back to HFB.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. It's like, we have you here.
I mean, unless I think you were about to say, and I've got another surprise for you.
I bet
On line 2.
But I did. But just finishing off with the Gallagher brothers, I bet they send
That's
each
right.
other happy fucking
got
birthday
Sting.
cards.
Oh, very good.
Thank you.
So, look, I just clear that up. It was Alex's birthday last week, and
Oh, happy birthday.
No problem. Thank you very much.
I am legendarily famous for failing to send birthday cards.
Or anything.
Oh, no.
He kept sending me
For
things
shame.
about work. It's like, yeah,
Did you
right.
remember this time? Did you get Sting to jump out of a cake or something?
No, as you can hear from
Just
the
thousands of wasps.
last snidey comments. So yes,
Oh, we did say happy birthday this morning.
Oh,
That was sweet.
that's nice.
Well, it's alright. It's lovely.
he was supposed to come last Tuesday to celebrate his birthday with me, but
I was
he threw
ill.
me out.
Oh, when'd you?
Oh.
You didn't even know it was my birthday
I
anyway.
certainly
Cheeky
did.
bugger. Anyway, let's not argue on the not on the airwaves, but here we are. Get that mint out of your mouth. We're
I
doing
just
an
portrayed you
interview.
guys as a picture of harmony. Don't have a row.
Yeah, I know. He's got a great big mint in his mouth now.
Wow.
I don't know. That's sorry, a mouth in his mint.
You don't want me to have bad breath, do you? Might want to kiss you later.
Oh. So that's how it
That's
is.
low, isn't it?
I see.
But where, Dom? But where?
Oh, give over.
Well, you started that one. I mean, come on. Roll over more like.
Has anybody got a non sequitur they could helpfully throw in at this point?
I do actually. I've got one. I've got one here for you.
Come on.
What's your lyrical process? What comes first? I know it's a bit chicken and egg, but melody or lyrics?
The check.
I don't know.
The
The
check
omelette.
comes first.
The omelette. The music first.
I think usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
With us.
But I have got that one going. But anyway, that's another thing we haven't gone back to. Yeah, there is loads of ideas that we do fly around, but I mean, we need to get a bit of time together actually. But we both know that because we are busy doing other things as well in
Oh.
our little worlds.
Can you talk about that at all?
No,
Okay. That's
no problem. No, it's about HFP. So here we are.
Well, I have another HFB related question, if that's cool.
Yeah.
That's totally cool.
So the song for the final boss of SideScroller is called Zodiac 3 Arts Club. And I'm under the impression that you two were very excited about this song, and I can see why, because I think it's definitely one of my favorites. I remember the day that I got it, I was listening to it on repeat for that whole day, and then the day after that, and then the day after that. So I guess Zodiac was the first song that you two just created a song from the ground up without any hints of anything else. Is that correct?
It was so refreshing.
I'd imagine that was the impression that I got, just from my email correspondence with you guys.
Yes.
And it's amazing. It's a great song.
It was born so incredibly fast. There was no labour pains, nothing. We just literally.
No female side at all there, Dom. Blimey. That's nice. That's a nice thing to say.
First twitch, straight in there. Just came out fully formed. It's great with hair and everything.
Yeah, well, it's
yeah,
beautiful. And actually, who does the vocals in that song? The sort of
That's-
chanting that comes in at the end.
That's me.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. So that's so listeners playing that final boss, trying to beat him. Yeah. Dom's there.
Yeah,
Dom is
sorry-
with you.
Sorry about that.
Oh no, that's cool.
It all just kind of came together so quickly, and we had kind of an hour to do it, and Alex had to catch a train, so we worked out what the vocals were going to be, and it was all written together, and we did some kind of sketches, and then we just quickly tried it out with some vocals on to see if it was going to work. So I'm like, oh, Blimey, that was quick.
And it worked.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice tune, really nice tune.
It is. It is.
It's
And
kind
in
of
fact, the entire
it's
song.
almost like it's almost like a reference to where I hope we're going to go next musically as well. So, there you go. So if you wanted to Google that particular name, you'll find out quite a lot about that name.
It's a great
Ooh.
title. It's a very great title.
Okay, so that's one for all our
Right.
listeners to Google the
Yeah.
name. Zodiac,
Zodiac
with
3 Arts Club.
Zodiac with a K and Club with a K.
Yeah.
Whichever
Well,
but
you
K
might
is
have
best.
to
Yeah, but
just...
it may be K for the club as well, or K without the club.
Okay.
But yeah, think K's with the C's definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think K's, think C's.
Interesting.
4 tries max. That's not very many.
Well,
It takes a second to do a Google search.
It takes a second. Yeah, and we can...
I'm not surprised. I'm surprised one of you are already doing it. Actually, to be honest.
No, because then the internet connection will drop again.
Yeah, just a load of keys.
And that would be very
yeah,
good.
that's
Whatever
And-
you
and there
do,
would
do
be-
not touch the computer. It's working.
That's it.
This is
this
true.
button here. Click.
How they've gone.
And that would be a nice ending. Anyway,
Okay, so I have kind of an important question for you.
yeah.
I'm not sure what you can talk about at this time, but is there going to be a PixelJunk SideScroller album in the future? Sometime.
Possible. Well, never say never.
Never say never.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most straightforward process to get, as anybody listening will probably be able to tell from the release dates of HFB PixelJunk. It's not the most straightforward thing in the world to organise.
Yes. That's the understatement of the year, I think.
Yeah. I've got scars.
Oh, God.
So if you could go back in time and talk to yourselves, let's say 3 or 4 years ago, when you hadn't scored anything for a game. I don't know if that's correct or not, but let's is that true? You hadn't scored any game music, or if you could talk to yourselves then, what advice would you give yourselves about this process? Don't do it. It's not a valid answer, by the way.
Well, it's just been a great big learning process.
And I think
It's a difficult thing because we've never done it before, and to do it the first time and go back 3 or 4 years and think, right, well, we've just done that. What could we do that would possibly help us along the way? It's just pulling out the problems. I think the whole thing was a learning process, and that was the best thing about it. It's been a learning process for both of us.
Yeah, exactly. Because the whole process has been really fun, and what's come out of it, we're really pleased with. So, I think if I went back 3 years and told us everything we know now, then we wouldn't have made the record that we made or made the soundtrack that we made for, for Shooter, and we really enjoyed doing it. And learning it was a lot of fun as well. So.
And if I could go back 3 or 4 years, I'd go back a lot further than that.
Yeah, I suppose that's not the thing you're going to tell yourself, is it? It'll be
No.
sell your stocks or something.
Yeah, that's
I think I would go back and tell myself the lottery numbers.
Yeah, no doubt.
something
Something like that.
Something along those
Yeah.
lines. You're right. Bang on the nail there, Dom.
Have you guys? I mean, I'm showing my ignorance now, and I apologise. Have you scored anything like movies or TV? Anything that's similar to this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the process is not dissimilar.
No, it's not. It's not. I mean, I think of it more like it's very similar to scoring a movie or a TV series or something like that, except it's like a choose-your-own-adventure book. It's almost like the same as writing a normal novel, except at the end of every page, you've got a choice to go down the tunnel and chase the wizard. Turn to page 57. To bottle it and go back and have some tea. Turn to page 368. The end.
Slide down the ladder and have some burnt toast.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that an
That's a
alright
good
analogy?
metaphor.
That's a good metaphor.
Yeah,
That works
it's
for
great.
me. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, actually.
Hey, I don't know if there's any legal reason why this can't happen, but when you guys are doing a gig or something, big summer thing outdoors, or a small intimate club, do you ever throw in any Shooter or Shooter 2 or SideScroller music into those performances? Is that something you would like to do or can do or do?
Yes, we do. We do.
Do.
We do. We da.
Ah.
In
Oh,
fact,
here we
that's
go.
quite funny. Da, which is Russian. I did recently in Moscow play Zodiac 3 Arts Club.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that.
They liked it.
Yeah.
They
That's
danced
great.
A lot.
Cool.
Now, do you guys have any upcoming gigs that we can tell your fans about?
No, I'm afraid
No.
not at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I just got
Let's
people's
cry.
hopes up.
Yeah.
They're sorely disappointed now. I guess if you follow at High Freak Band on Twitter, that's HIGHFREQBAND, you can keep up with the latest news about high frequency bandwidth. I guess that's one way to let people know about your endeavors.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not very prolific Twitterers, but we're trying. Bear with us. We're trying to put more things on there.
Well, but if there's something
I just-
important coming up, right?
Yes, that's
Do you-
always
Yeah.
yes. If you
Yeah.
anything that happens that's of note,
Yes.
I do tend to tweet about. I don't tend to tweet what I've had for breakfast and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, which
So-
is cool because then you don't have fans don't have to filter through all these random tweets about mulberry bushes or whatever the tube you can come up with.
Sorry,
Sting.
my daughter has baked us a cake. So.
Oh, that's awesome.
Amelia, come here. What did you? Are they for us? Thank you very much.
Oh.
So
Thank you,
Amelia's
Amelia.
just bought us 2 beautiful Halloween cakes. Thank you.
Oh, they smell great, Amelia.
She can't hear you because she hasn't got headphones on.
Headphones.
She thinks we're just talking to ourselves.
Right. She's used to
And
it.
we
Right?
are.
She's like,
They look mad. those two.
yeah.
You have. Can I just go back on something? You have Halloween cakes.
He does.
Yeah, we do.
Yes,
It's not like a UK
He's
thing,
American.
or-
No, it's not a UK thing. It's simply called. It's half term here, and the kids are at home. And what do you do with them to keep them entertained? And they're excited about Halloween, so they did some baking.
It's
and
just a fatherly way, doesn't
they
it? I don't
baked
know.
cakes on a Halloween
Sense of-
theme.
Yes, here I am now, yes, Mr. Father. Yes, and my children
I will
have
never say no to
half-term
cake.
at
Cake
the
is always
moment,
good.
and,
Yeah.
we make them make cakes for us because we're very hungry all the time.
It's mostly because you really like cake.
I don't. It's,
You do like
my girlfriend likes cakes. Moist Jamaican cakes.
Here's a funny thing. I don't actually like cake.
Did you get old Jamaican cake in Japan?
Jamaican cake.
Jamaican
Jamaican?
cake.
Jamaican cake.
Jamaican cake.
What's a Jamaican?
You
It's something with
probably
a-
don't
with
get
a
it
rum
here.
in
it.
You probably don't get it in the countryside either. Thinking
Isn't
about
that just what somebody might say to a baker in Jamaica?
it. Ooh.
Jamaican cake.
Yeah, me no making me cake now today, man. Oh, well, anyway, my mum likes it as well. It's very moist. It's not got hints of rum, but it should do.
Should.
Yes. Anyway,
Right.
so, anyway, going back to plantains now. Oh, sorry.
Well, is there anything else you guys want to share about PixelJunk SideScroller, or like what do you actually think of the game? I don't think I've asked about your impressions of the game so far, but
It's really frantic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gives your thumbs a serious workout.
yeah, have you tried it on casual or normal or hard?
Casual.
Casual. Oh, we just have to be casual about everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. Huh?
It's absolutely exhausing. That's what I'd
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
That's what they
Oh,
want. That's what they want.
What do you think of the in-game voice work?
Do you know what? I haven't tried it out yet. You have to switch on, change the language and switch on.
Oh god, yeah, I told you about that. To listen to me doing like saying machine gun in German.
Oh yes.
That's
very
Machine gun in German.
Machine gun.
Yeah.
Oh, machine gun.
No,
That's
it's
not machine gun
it's
in
machine
German.
Guea.
One more time. How do you say that?
Machine gun.
Machine Guea.
Machine Guerre.
Machine in. It's machine.
Machine and Guerre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So listeners at home, have fun experimenting with that.
Yucky dog.
I talked about that previously in the podcast.
Cool.
And actually, I think I'll have some outtakes of. I think if I can't find like a really good outtake of our pre-recording dialogue, I'm wondering if I can find a good outtake from when I was recording all the different languages for the end of the podcast as a little extra at the end.
Yeah. Now, can we have them?
Oh God, I don't want anyone.
See, we're playing, aren't we?
Yeah, people at home, even if they don't have a special debug unit like you do, they can just change the language option on your PlayStation 3. And if you're in America, you can listen to the game in Spanish, French, and English. And if you're in Europe, you can listen to it in English, French, Italian, German, or Spanish.
Yay! Muy bien.
Muy bien.
Bueno.
Yeah.
Great. And the apparently the album, the soundtrack album to Shooter 1 and Shooter 2 is out in the US PlayStation Store.
Yes.
And I've been promised that it is soon going to be coming to Europe.
Do you know that for a fact? Because I have not heard an update about that recently.
What I know is that it is entirely the intention.
Or you can just buy it on iTunes. On that note,
Yes.
if anyone has any questions for us, please send them to podcast@q-games.com. You can visit our forums at pixeljunk.jp. You can follow us on Twitter at PixelJunk News and PixelJunk Radio. You can follow me on Twitter at Ariellotti, that's ARIELOTTI.
Me at Dunkflet, DUNQFLETT.
And I already dropped your guys' Twitter name before, but care to drop it again?
And you can catch me live at Unit Club Unit in Tokyo on the 18th of December.
Oh, there you go.
You're coming over.
There you
Sweet.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
There you go.
Right, it's a secret gig.
This is what I was looking for.
That's just a DJ gig. That's just a DJ gig, so I can play whatever I want. So. Very good.
Well, excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
Any other upcoming shows you're hiding from us?
Well, whoever's booked them has hidden them from us as well.
Okay.
But,
This is like inverse PR.
It's not been confirmed. It's not been confirmed yet, but I might be playing in Osaka as well. So, and that's the night after Unit. I think actually Unit is the 17th, not the 18th. And the 18th
17th of December. All right, 17th
Yeah.
of December, Tokyo.
Tokyo.
Be there.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice. And I'm sure that if there are any updates about that, you can follow High Freak Band. Freak is with an FREQ. And yeah, you'll be taken care of.
I will.
Yes. Excellent. So, unless you have any further words, any words to the fans that you'd like to share before we head out?
We have cake and we're going to eat it.
Oh, that sounds so
Yes,
wonderful.
we've got our cake and we're going to eat it, and then we are going to carry on writing the next HFB album for the rest of today.
Super jealous. Awesome. Well then, until next time, peace, love, and PixelJunk.
Bye. Thank you for having us.
Cheers.
Thank you so much.
Sayonara.
Sayonara.
フィーア。大丈夫ですか？じゃあ。フィーア。フィーア。フィーア。
オッケーオッケー、大丈夫だと思う。
ゲファー。ゲファー。ゲファー。
オッケー。
これ
これ
コントロールプンクト。
コントロールプンクト。
プンクトはポイント。
あ
コントロールプンクト。ひどい
あ、
な。
めっちゃ嬉しそうなんだけど。
コントロールプンクト。コントロールプンクト。
いや、Java の
あ、コントロールポイント。じゃあエクストラレーベン。エクストラレーベン。
エクストラレーベンって何？
エクストラレーベンはライフ。
あ、
ま
ラインナップ。
レーベンはドイツ語でライフ。エクストラは、まあ、エクストラで。はい。エクストラレーベン。エクストラレーベン。エクストラレーベン。
それはおかしくない？エクストラレーベン？
なんか冷麺みたい。冷麺。